viaCycle is essentially a bike-sharing technology developer. We saw a need for universities and smaller markets who really want to adopt bike-sharing. They're the real early adopters, but they can't afford existing technology. And what's currently out there are kiosk-based systems. So there's special street furniture that's installed on the street, special bike locks for special bikes. You can go walk up to that and swipe your credit card and check your bike out. But you can only really check the bike in and out at a kiosk. So your trips depend on going from one kiosk to another, which limits the flexibility of the system and also increases the cost because you have to install that kiosk in, right? It's permitting, you need street infrastructure for that, you need sidewalk space. It's very difficult, especially in the US for universities and American cities to do. So what we said is like, well, we don't really need the kiosks. There's bike racks everywhere already. So we developed a system that works very similar to what's existing out there, but without needing a specially designed kiosk or any street furniture. The whole system works similarly with your cell phone. You send a text to check it in or out, but the locking mechanism's on the bike. It's automated. It also has a wireless communication device, GPS tracking on every bike. So you lock it up to an existing bike rack, and then you can check it out from there, ride it around, and then return it to another location that's like a designated GPS zone. And then it's free to use, and you can lock it up intermittently, which is something you can't do with existing systems. So rather than having to ride it from one kiosk to another, you can check it out in one GPS zone, stop at as many places as you want, locking it up, and then return it to another GPS zone, and finally check it back into the system when you're done with it, and get a lot more done in a day than you would with the other existing systems. But I'm just sending a basic text. It's all it is the ID of the bike, and then like a U, so 000 for the zero bike, and then a U for unlock, and that's the signal I would send. And then it unlocks, and then I can disengage it and ride away. I don't know if you can hear the servo activating in there. So it actually unlocked, and then now it's checked out. The red LED means it's checked out to a user, and I can ride around with it. And then when I'm done with it, I want to stop at the coffee shop or something. I just take it out, find an existing bike rack, put it back together, and lock it back up. Now, the green LED here should turn on, and that indicates that the bike is secured and locked, but the red LED means it's still checked out to me. So I can run into the store quickly, and then when I come back, I know the bike will be waiting for me. Somebody else can't come along and check it out until I check it back into the system. So I would send another text message saying, all right, I'm done with the bike, let somebody else use it. And in that case, that's when somebody else can come along and check it out. Those other programs, they can tell a bike's been checked in and out at a kiosk, but they don't know where the bike is going in while it's being used. So they can't track the bikes, and more importantly, they don't know where people want to go. One huge feature of this, and what our customers have come to us and asked for, is they want to know what are the popular bike routes and where people want to go with their bicycles, so that they can expand their systems intelligently, not just assume people would want to go here or here, but see people are always taking this route or going to this shopping center, right? So we need to put more bikes there and improve bike lanes and add more signage to let them get back and forth safely and have more options in the transportation realm when it comes to bike sharing. We sell to operators. So we kind of sell at a flat rate and a cost for the IT backend. We have a subscription fee. But the operator can set up the payment scheme for the users however they want. So a college or a university, it'd probably be free for students, but they pay for that upfront in a parking and transportation fee as part of their tuition. But then they can use the program as much as they want. If it's in a city's environment, you might pay per hour or per day or a monthly subscription fee as well. But each market is going to be a little different, and the pay point for each market varies. So it's really up to the operator to decide what works best in that market. We're seeing cities that normally wouldn't you think of as bike-friendly cities adopting it pretty rapidly. Washington, D.C. is an example. Minneapolis, where they have a very long winter, is another. San Francisco's looking into it. Really, it's a much cheaper transportation solution, say, than adding more bus routes or putting in light rail or something. It's something that's fairly low end, but available to every user. And it's also a great image thing. The cities like it because it's a very good city branding image, right? They're a green city because they have this bike share program, and they're very European because they have this bike share program. So that's why you see it being adopted in so many cities, and so that's why I think we'll continue to see that. And Atlanta has expressed interest, and Atlanta's actually working really hard to put in new bike lanes and trying to change the whole image of what Atlanta is. So, and I'm sure you see that in every major city that's out there right now.